enjoying some sick beats too. Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
Kenny, you can just turn it down a bit. It's okay. It's fine now. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Trivia Tavern Tuesdays with your host, Danny.
What? Who's that guy? Yeah, that's me. We're getting ready for an episode of the Trivia Tavern here in just a few minutes. Now, if you guys don't know, it's a fun trivia game where you guys can tune in, scan that QR code, or go to our website, play along, and compete with everybody who's tuning in. I know I see some of y'all getting ready to play some Trivia Tavern with us. We're kicking it off in just over 5 minutes. We got 5 rounds of multiple choice trivia coming your way. All kinds of fun stuff. Yeah, a little bit of everything. You can see the name of this first round. It's called Mr. Danny. This trivia is ready for a close-up. Because for this first round of trivia, I'm just going to show you really close-up pictures of stuff, and you're going to try to identify them. The faster you answer, well, the more points you get, and whoever wins this round, well, they will be our close-up visionary, because every time we have a round of trivia, we're going to be giving out one of those honorific titles. So our first round of trivia coming your way in just about 4.5 minutes. We're getting things squared away. Turbo, you ready for some trivia, my man behind the glass?
Heck yeah. Do I pop up here? I'll fix that. I'll fix the camera.
Yeah.
I'm right here, guys. Oh, you know why? Your podium's not even on.
It's all good. You guys get to see the magic. We get the game going. There it is.
Oh,
now, yeah, I got my tiki podium right there in front of me, making sure we got all of our stuff going. All right, now I see people getting into our game. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to jump in that chat and say hi. It's always cool to see who's playing with us. Yeah, remember, just scan that QR code or go to crowd.live and enter that code. Our code for our first game is WM8BY. Either one of those will get you to the room, and then you can start playing with us. Every round, we're going to mostly have multiple choice questions, and the faster you get your answer in, the more points you get. This first one, it's going to be a little bit different. We're just doing some identification. You're going to try to figure out what is on the screen by these incredibly close-up images. Then we'll get to some more general trivia coming your way in the later rounds. Got a lot of fun rounds coming your way tonight. So yeah, get set up. Oh, you know what? Ricardo, so we got some people hanging out with us in the studio too. I don't know if you want to get the mic over there too, but if you do, you can feel free to set that up. Ricardo requested something some time ago. I do have a whole round of trivia dedicated to cereal mascots coming up later. Yes, yeah. Well, cereal history, cereal mascots. So yeah, there's gonna be all kinds of fun trivia coming your way. So get set up. So we got 6 players set up for our game already, so that's awesome.
Danny, that's music to my ears.
Yeah, so there we go. Ricardo's letting us know what we're going to have a good time tonight with that round. So yeah, we'll get to that round eventually. You got all kinds of fun stuff. Now we're going to get set up in just a sec. There it is. Our screen's right there.
My fault.
Oh, it's all good. We're going to figure it out together. All right, and don't forget to scan that QR code. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you're also subscribed to the channel, liking the video, sharing it, and most importantly, yeah, just making sure you like it and let people know about it, because that's really helpful for us. Every member, every watcher helps. That always helps us out with this channel. Also, if you're watching us on Twitch, go ahead and follow us there too. That's super helpful. We love seeing you. I have the chats for both Twitch and YouTube up, so that way I can see what you say. If you say, hey. Oh, are you there, Jeff? We're almost there.
I'm ghosting.
Yeah, you're doing your best Casper impersonation in the top corner. But it's okay. We're haunted by the producer tonight. I think that's not a bad idea.
Oh, I'm working on that.
We'll get there. It's all good. All right, Shell. Now we're kicking off our first round of trivia in just a moment. And this first round of trivia, it's all about identifying what you're going to see on the screens and on your devices. Now, I do always want to let you guys know there's a couple of tips and tricks that way you can get the most points and do the best. The first thing is, the faster you get those answers in, the more points you get. However, you don't want to run into a fat finger situation. You want to be sure and you want to be precise.
The fingers you have used to dial are too fat.
That's right. If you hit the wrong button, you cannot change your answer. So you want to make sure that you identify the correct answer, because sometimes I'll try to trick you. The faster you get those answers in, the better. But make sure you're getting the answer you want, because you can't change it once you get it in. Also, the answers do open up the fastest on your devices. So however you're watching this, whether you're watching on your TV or on your laptop, you're always going to see those answers open up the fastest on what you're submitting the answers with. So keep an eye there, because that will make sure we get the best thing for you. All right, kicking off this first round of trivia in 45 seconds. I'm going to see if I can see who's already joined us for this game. Let's see. All right, yeah, now I see some people jumping in.
Oh my gosh, Danny, are you okay? Is that
I'm
an
very
earthquake?
okay. What's up? Yeah. As long as I can be seen, that's all I care about. It's not. I don't need that much space. There we go. See, look, we got it figured out. Now my hand goes right there on top of it.
My favorite umbrella is that Intel umbrella right there.
All right, here we go. We got this first round of trivia kicking off in just a second. Now we'll see what our first object you're going to try to identify, and you're going to see this, and then I'll open up the answers for you. And I did tease something later, but we do have one coming up right away. Which breakfast cereal shown here features magically delicious marshmallow pieces? Answers are going to open up for you. Or is that Marshmallow Pebbles, Frankenberry, Lucky Charms, or Alphabets? So once again, which breakfast cereal shown here has magically delicious marshmallow pieces? Is it Marshmallow Pebbles, Frankenberry, Lucky Charms, or Alphabets? You tell me. You're going to have about 7 more seconds to get an answer in.
I just realized I am on TV this whole time. But hello, everyone.
Yeah, there's a little funny thing with the overlay as well.
Hi, Jeff.
But because I don't know if you see, like when I go to the key, that's when that corner comes out. I don't know. I think our camera might not be quite
Yeah,
right.
one sec.
It's all good. But yeah. Well, I've got all the answers in though, so let's see which y'all went with. All right, 100% of the answers for Lucky Charms. You guys were able to tell that they are magically delicious and Lucky Charms. All right, so that's our first question in the bag. Let's get into our second one. You can keep it together with these. What is shown in that image? Are those bobby pins, paper clips, staples, or thumbtacks? So yes, this will be maybe a little bit obvious. This is going to be a big speed round. We are trying to identify things as fast as you can. So once again, you can keep it together with these. What is shown in this image? Are those bobby pins, paper clips, staples, or thumbtacks? You got 5 more seconds. All right, our answers are in. Let's see what you went with. All right, so yeah, if you might identify them too quickly, we had 1 for bobby pins and 7 for paper clips. Those are indeed paper clips. Yes, paper clips with those rounded sides. All right, we're going to do this a few more times. Question number 3 for you. Often consumed... Oh, this is going to look... No, that's fine. Yeah, the image is okay on your phone as well. Often consumed in the morning with breakfast. What food or drink is shown here? Is that coffee, chocolate milk, hot chocolate, or maple syrup? Once again, often consumed in the morning with breakfast. What food or drink is shown here? Is that coffee, chocolate milk, hot chocolate, or maple syrup? All right, y'all. 10 more seconds. All right, answers are in. Let's see what you thought that was. 100% of the answers for coffee, and that is indeed my favorite beverage in the morning. That's coffee for you. All right, let's see if you can identify our next one. What juicy cluster fruit is shown here? Yes, what fruit is that? Is that mulberry, raspberry, pomegranate, or strawberry? So once again, what juicy cluster fruit is shown here? Is that mulberry, raspberry, pomegranate, or strawberry? You got a few seconds left to tell me. This round might make you hungry because we do have a few things about food, but it's not all going to be about food. So we'll see what our next thing is in just a moment, and then we'll have our mid-round breakdown. Let's see the answers that you guys went with. All right, we did have one answer for strawberry. with most of our answers for raspberry. Yeah, that cluster is a cluster of raspberry. Yes, raspberry is what is in that image. All right, we're going to do one more, and then we're going to see where you're doing with those standings through 5 questions. All right, what zoomed-in piece of sports equipment is shown here? What is that? Is that a baseball glove, basketball, boxing glove, or football? Once again, what zoomed-in piece of sports equipment is shown here? Is that a baseball glove, basketball, boxing glove, or football? You tell me. 10 more seconds.
14% of all people know that.
Alligator skin wallet.
Yeah, alligator skin wallet. I like that. All right, well, let's see what y'all thought it was. We had, all right, so a couple of y'all thought it was, we had 78% of the answers for basketball with 2 answers for football. That's actually a football. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, basketballs are a little bit more orange, and close-ups on some footballs, not all of them have exactly that kind of like dotted surface, but that is indeed one of those red leather footballs. All right, y'all, we have our next clue. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. We're going to do our mid-round breakdown. That was a little bit of a curveball, even though it wasn't a baseball. Let's see how we're doing through 5 questions. All right, Real John in first place with 446 points so far through our first few questions. Jenny in second with 376. And J-Dog Jason in third. And Stefanocha in fourth place. So, hey, the whole No Clue crew doing really strong in second through fourth place right there. We got Churbo, we got Anana, we got Suburban Rain, Darren playing with us. Who else we got in there? I'm going to take a look on my board over here so I can see who else is joining us. One sec. The No Clue crew sticking together. Stephanie in the chat, or sorry, yeah, Stephanie let me know that, yeah, the No Clue crew, they're staying really close to that group. I don't know if you noticed, Stephanie, I kind of named this round after the fact that you always call me Mr. Danny. So, yeah, that's why there's a Mr. Danny in the title of this round. All right, and so, yeah, we had some newer players, too. I'm not sure how to pronounce some of these names, Gaifu and Kinahua, but thank you for playing. And if you guys are hanging out and playing with us on YouTube or Twitch, make sure you say hey, too. All right, y'all. We have 5 questions down. Let's do 5 more and see how things go. Let's get into question number 6. If you needed this item shown here, what type of device would you be using? So I'm actually looking for the device commonly associated with this item. Is it a drill, a gun, a silk screen press, or a record player? Once again, if you needed the item shown here, what type of device would you be using? A drill, gun, silk screen press, or a record player?
I would have said, like, juicer would have been my guess.
Yeah, I agree, dude. It kind of sort of is a juicery thing.
It does look a little bit like something associated with a juicer. Let's see what we were looking for. Now, answers turned in. We had 2 for drill. We had 7 for record player. Your correct answer is a record player. Yes, I think that's what you need to help you play your 45s. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really didn't want to mess that a little bit of trivia up. All right, y'all. Our next clue, our next one for you. Which insect shown here lives in colonies and goes by word hormiga in Spanish? Is it ant, fly, cockroach, or mosquito? Once again, which insect shown here lives in colonies and goes by the word hormiga in Spanish? Is that an ant, a fly, a cockroach, or mosquito? From that close-up view. And sorry, I don't want to say in advance because it's sorry after the fact. If you're averted to bugs, if you don't like them, I'm sorry, but I had to show it to you. Yeah, because I'm a scamp. All right, let's see the answers you went with. 100% of y'all thinking that's an ant, and that is correct. I would have also accepted uncle, but ant was a correct answer there. All right, we're gonna have a couple more of these to go. Now, if you go for a walk in the forest, what might you come across that is shown here? Is that a pine cone, snakeskin, toadstool, or tree trunk? Once again, if you go for a walk in the forest, what might you come across? Shown here. Is that a pine cone, snakeskin, toadstool, or tree trunk? You got about 10 more seconds.
I don't know.
Yeah, this round really meant to be a test of how fast you could identify something, especially when you're zoomed in close on it. Now let's see the answers turned in for you. The ones you guys had, we had most of our answers, 88% for Pinecone with 1 for Tree Trunk. That is a zoomed in Pinecone. Yes, Pinecone was question number 8. All right, we got a couple more of these to go, and question number 9. What large breed of canine does this snout shown here belong to? So what kind of canine has this snout? Is it a Basset Hound, a Bernese Mountain Dog, a Newfoundland, or St. Bernard? Once again, what large breed of canine does this snout belong to? Is that a Basset Hound, a Burmese Mountain Dog, a Newfoundland, or a St. Bernard? 10 more seconds.
It's a trap.
It very well could be a couple of those, right? All right, answers turned in. Let's see what you went with. All right, we had 2 for Burmese Mountain Dog and 6 for St. Bernard. Your correct answer was, yes, that is a St. Bernard. A St. Bernard depicted there in that photo. All right, now we have our last question, our last visual question for this round, and it goes like this. When snorkeling, what might you find in the sea? Shown here. So what is that a close-up of from the sea? Is that coral, a sea urchin, starfish, or lobster? Once again, when snorkeling, what might you find in the sea that is shown here? Is that coral, a sea urchin, starfish, or lobster? You've got a little more than 10 seconds to tell me.
It's a barbecue
DiGiorno rising crust pizza.
It definitely looks like a pizza crust now that you guys have pointed that out. Don't let that sway you in the chat. Which one is it? It is one of the ones listed there. All right, now, our biggest split so far for this game. We had 5 answers for coral. We had 4 for starfish. What are we looking at there? That is a starfish. Yes, a close-up zoom in on a starfish. All right, so yeah, that was our speed identification game because it did come down to how many points you got if you were able to identify a lot of them. So let's declare our top 3 and find out who is our close-up visionary. All right, now here's our top 3. In third place, we have J-Dog. Way to go, Jason, with 659 points. In second place, it's Stefanocha. Way to go, Stephanie. In second place with 746. And in first place, it's Real John. Real John, Go See Cal of Go See Cal fame. Yes. So Real John coming in with 874 points, getting him in with a lightning speed to get that score. That was a really high score. And then, everybody did pretty well that round, able to identify most of those images and get some good points. And, that does matter because at the end of the night, we are going to declare our Trivia Traveler, the person who has acquired the most points over the course of the game. So that's all those points are going to stack up and help you out to try to be the Trivia Traveler. But want to give a shout out to Real John after our first round of trivia with all of those close-up images. He was our close-up visionary. Now that we've done that one, we are going to get more into our classic rounds of trivia. A little bit of everything coming your way. I mentioned we have a serial round coming up. But first, we're going to get into something about science fiction. I call this round Science is Stranger Than Fiction, and together they're unstoppable. Yes. That's right. This is a whole round. Yeah. That's right. Oh, we're going again. There we go.
She blinded me with science.
So yeah, we're going to have a whole round featuring all kinds of science fiction across different media, movies, TV show, books. That's all going to kick off in 7 minutes. So if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and scan that QR code if you want to play along with us, play some trivia. We got another round coming your way. Whoever wins this round, you will be the flashiest Gordon of them all. All right, trivia coming your way.
Flashiest Gordon.
That's right.
Bestowed upon by Danny, your trivia master.
Oh my God, he's gone.
You're killing me, Smalls.
All right, y'all, we're kicking off our next round of trivia in less than 5 minutes. This next round of trivia is dedicated to things science fiction, sci-fi books, movies, TV shows, all kinds of fun stuff. I am a sci-fi nerd. I love all kinds of fun sci-fi things. So we're going to have a little bit of everything for you in this round. Same as the first round, we aren't going to have those multiple choice answers. Fastest answers get you the most points, and at the end of the round, whoever has the most points will be the winner. The winner for this round, well, they will be the flashiest Gordon. That's right, the flashiest Gordon of them all for our sci-fi round. I don't know if you guys have a favorite sci-fi thing out there. If you're a Star Wars person, Star Trek person, whatever it might be, let us know, because that's a lot of fun too. I know myself. Now Turbo is just making their way back. Hey, we got an audience here. We got
I found
Darren.
some stragglers on the street.
Turbo.
Suburban Rain.
Look,
Yeah.
because they're here, they get the 3-second advance warning. But we all know that everyone gets the answers exactly at the same
time
So
on the
any
devices.
doubt, whether the people here get an advantage, there is no advantage.
Yeah. So make yourselves comfortable, guys.
Speak for yourself.
Turbo, I was going to ask you. We're talking about sci-fi. Do you have a favorite? Actually, I know one of your favorite things is That's where the camera is, Darren. There you go. Yeah, you're good.
Darren is in the studio.
But yeah. Turbo, do you have a favorite sci-fi thing? What's your favorite sci-fi franchise entity thing that's out there?
Star Trek for sure.
Star Trek for sure. That's what I thought it was going to be. Yeah. So we got a Star
I've
Trek
seen
guy
every
here.
single Star Trek episode ever of everything ever, multiple times.
I got to go to the Star Trek panel at Comic-Con, which was really neat.
No.
So I was there this year.
Oh.
And the section 31 or section what the new thing,
the new episode.
the movie with Michelle Yeoh looks
yeah.
freaking awesome. So I'm gonna get. I think I want to
Very
get
cool.
into Star
I'm
Trek
looking
now.
forward to that. She's got a good character. It's actually the Mirror Universe character, I believe. Not to spoil anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta watch Discovery. It's the worst Star Trek ever. Discovery is the new stuff. It's like Game of Thrones for Star Trek, and it's a very sensitive topic. But get through Discovery just so you know what Section 31's all about, and I think it's gonna be a great show.
Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, if you guys like sci-fi, now if you don't like sci-fi, don't worry. It is all multiple choice. You're gonna have a good chance to at least see the answers and take some good guesses, because everything you should be able to take a good guess at. We're kicking off this round in 2 minutes. Now, if you haven't already, do make sure that you're liked and subscribed to the YouTube channel, to the Twitch channel, just letting us know that you're checking us out. Every little thing helps out. And if you're checking us out in the past, right, one of the cool things about this show is even if you miss an episode, you can always go back and find the old episodes, rewatch them, and just hang out and play. You won't be able to, score the points with everybody, but if you just want to exercise your brain, make sure you're playing along with us. Also, now feels like a great time to talk about it. Last Tuesday, we made the decision. We're going to start doing this. We're going to be dark on the first Tuesday of every month, right? So, just make sure that everybody's on the same page. The first Tuesday every month, we're not going to have the show. Just that way we can catch up on doing some other quality of life stuff. And that makes sure we have the best show for you, too, because we'll make sure that's fun, make sure that you're having a good time. So, yeah, we'll be taking off that first Tuesday of the month every month. And, just want to let you guys know that's going to be the new schedule, at least for the time being. Eventually, we'll get it figured out where we can do this every Tuesday and maybe even have some other shows, some special shows. So keep your eyes peeled. There's going to be lots of Trivia Tavern coming your way. All right, y'all. Our next round is kicking off in just 1 more minute. And this next round of trivia is dedicated to all things science fiction TV, movies, shows, a little bit of everything. Going to be asking you to identify characters, authors.
I have high hopes for myself, Danny.
I'm going to say this could be a round designed for Turbo.
I did call it that one time. I said I was going to do, 9 out of 10, or all of them right? And I got 9 out of 10 or something?
I think, this is a category I feel like you can do well in. I do think that Real John is going to give you a run for your money. So maybe somebody's just going to, be a curveball. Just kind of like slip in and just get past everybody. So we're going to kick off that first question in 15 seconds. I'll be right back. Just had to hit that cough button. All right. 10 seconds till this next round of trivia, a round dedicated to sci-fi. Whoever has the most points at the end of this round is going to be our flashiest Gordon. And don't forget, You want to get those answers in as fast as possible. All right, so for this one, you're going to see 4 images pop up on your phones, on your devices. I want you to identify which of these memorable Star Wars characters is Chewbacca. Yes, yeah, tell me from the pictures you're seeing on your devices, which one of those characters is Chewbacca? Yeah, I can't quite do the no, I can't do the Chewbacca growl. It eludes me to this day. But yeah, which one of those characters is Chewbacca? You've got 5 seconds to tell me.
Which is the most racist character?
Some of these are, not all of the Star Wars characters are remembered for good reasons. All right, let's see what y'all went with. 100% of the answers for the Wookiee. That's right. That is, I forgot to hit the right button. Did it give you guys the answers? I want to make sure people got their points. One sec. I think I accidentally went to the next question. Okay, yes. Everybody got their points. Yes, Chewbacca was the correct answer. All right, let's get into our second question for this round. Which of these science fiction films was not directed by Oscar-winning director Steven Spielberg? So on to the question, or the movies you see here, which one was not directed by Spielberg? Was it Arrival, Minority Report, Ready Player One, or Close Encounters of the Third Kind? So once again, which of these science fiction films was not directed by Oscar-winning director Steven Spielberg? Was it Arrival, Minority Report, Ready Player One, or Close Encounters of the Third Kind? All right, let's see the answers y'all came up with. All right, so we're getting a little bit more split. We had 5 answers for Arrival, 3 for Minority Report, and 1 for Ready Player One. Your correct answer was Arrival. Yes. Arrival, the only movie they're not directed by
Also
Steven
Dune
Spielberg.
and Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, Denis Villeneuve?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, he's a great director. Fantastic director.
Ready Minority Player of the Third Kind.
He also directed, I want to make sure. Didn't he direct Skyfall, which is my favorite James Bond movie? No.
I'm not sure. Let me look it up.
Yeah, we'll look it up. All right, let's get into it, though, with our next question. This one's about video games. What science fiction video game series introduced players
Adriana, you have to get
to
this
this iconic character? Is that from Doom, Halo, Quake, or Stalker? Once again, what science fiction video game series introduced players to this iconic character? Was
Fun
it
fact,
Doom,
Adriana
Halo?
is addicted to this game.
Oh, yeah? Quake or Stalker? You used to be? It's something that you were past? Okay, yeah. Every once in a while I'll go back and play some, so it's definitely a game that pulls me back in every once in a while. Let's see what you guys put down. We had 8 for Halo, 1 for Stalker. That is, of course, Master Chief from the Halo franchise. Yes, Halo was the correct answer there.
Sicario is what you're thinking, not Skyfall. Sicario.
Oh, yes, Sicario is what I was thinking of. Yeah. That was from the other question.
And that's racist.
All right, let's get into question number 4. What action movie tough guy voices the titular robot in the animated sci-fi film The Iron Giant? Is it Vin Diesel, Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, or John Cena? Yes, one of those tough guys is the voice of the Iron Giant. Which one is it? What action movie tough guy voices a titular robot in the animated sci-fi film The Iron Giant? Vin Diesel, Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, or John Cena? All right, your answers are in. Let's see, we had 6 for Vin Diesel and 1 for each of our other answers. Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, and John Cena. Your correct answer, you go, I stay, is Vin Diesel. Yes, Vin Diesel was the voice of the Iron Giant. Yeah, a little known fact, before he was Groot, he was the Iron Giant too. All right, let's do one more question, and then we'll see our mid-round breakdown. What sci-fi classic introduced a universal translator creature known as the Babblefish? Is it 2001: A Space Odyssey, Dune, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or Brave New World? So once again, what
The
sci-fi?
fingers you have
Oh
used to
no!
dial are too fat.
Do you have a fat finger situation in the back, Turbo? You got too excited. So yeah, he knew where the Babelfish was from, but he just hit the wrong one. Was it 2001 Dune, Hitchhiker's Guide, or Brave New World? All right, let's see the answers. All right, so we had 4 for Space Odyssey, 3 for Hitchhiker's Guide, and 2 for Brave New World.
Fantastic.
Turbo, which one did you hit?
Yeah, the Brave New World.
Brave
was
New
hit.
World. Yeah, it was right there next to it. The correct answer. That's from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, little fish you put in your ear. Then you can understand all the languages in the known universe. All right. Now, we've got 5 questions down. Let's see what our standings are through those first 5 questions. All right, Turbo, you are still in first place. Way to go.
Yes, third place.
And
baby.
then we
Maybe
have,
I did. No, you know what? I didn't fat finger that. It came in correct.
you got it right. You almost fat fingered it. So maybe able to get the correct answer. 460 points for you. Then we have. Now I still don't know how to pronounce that. If you're in the chat, let me know. We have Gaifu, who I believe, or Jaifu. I'm not sure how to say that. GYFU, playing with us for the first time. Thank you for joining us with 436 points in second place. So right behind you, Turbo, just behind by 24 points. Media Killers with 339 points. Real John, 325. And then, yeah, everybody's kind of rocking out in that 300-point range, above 180 points. And again, if this is not your round, don't stress out too much because we're going to have our next rounds about all kinds of other things. So let's get back into more questions about science fiction. All right, question number 6 coming your way. Now, this is going to be a type-in round. You're going to type in the correct answer if you know it. Actor David Duchovny played skeptical FBI agent Blank Mulder for 11 seasons on cult sci-fi series The X-Files. Answers are open. So, actor David Duchovny played skeptical FBI agent Blank Mulder for 11 seasons on the cult sci-fi series The X-Files. What is Agent Mulder's first name? Guy Fu. Okay, I like that. Guy Fu. Oh, he's joining us on Twitch. Very cool.
Welcome, Guy Fu.
Thank you, Guy Fu, for playing with us on Twitch. We appreciate you. Yeah, checking us out for a little bit. We're here every Tuesday night at 7, except for the first Tuesday of the month, 7 p.m. Pacific. And yeah, we play all kinds of fun trivia games. So come and play. And right now, you're doing really well. Maybe you'll take out this round before you have to go.
I'm glad he cleared that up. I was thinking it was pronounced like Darren. I thought that would have been my guess.
Right? Yeah. It was just like GYFU. Darren. There you go. Yeah, hang out for this round. Make sure you get those points, Guy Fu. All right, well, let's see if you can do this one. Answers turned in included Fox, Dan, Paul Rudd, Mr., and Frank. I love the Mr. Mulder. That's a great answer, but your correct answer was Fox Mulder. Yes, Fox Mulder. Although I think Dan Mulder is not a bad name either. All right, let's get into question.
Names their child Fox?
Somebody at 20th Century Fox. All right, question number 7. Which of these enduring science fiction classics is the only one nominated for a Best Picture Academy Award? So which one of these sci-fi films is the only one that was nominated for the Best Picture? Is it 2001: A Space Odyssey, A Clockwork Orange, Planet of the Apes, or Alien? Once again, which of these enduring...
Such a great question, Danny.
Isn't it a great one? Yeah. Which one of these enduring science fiction classics is the only one nominated for Best Picture? Was it 2001: A Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange, Planet of the Apes, or Alien? Yeah, Stephanie saying you gotta put respect on his name for Guy Fu. That's a fantastic observation. All right, let's see our answers for this round. All right, good split. We had 5 for A Space Odyssey, 1 for Clockwork Orange, and 3 for Planet of the Apes. Your correct answer was A Clockwork Orange. So yeah, only one person getting it right. Whenever we have that happen, I always like to check to see who it is. Jenny, way to go, Jenny. You're the only one to get that one right. Yeah, that was, the Academy.
Plus, the answer D is a little misleading.
I had Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's Asylum Seekers now.
Different kind of alien. Thank you, Ricardo.
My bad.
It's all good. But yeah, Clockwork Orange. They were a fan of the ultraviolence, I guess. All right, 3 more questions. Now this one's a math question. How many miles would the Nautilus travel beneath the ocean surface if it completed its full voyage of 20,000 leagues under the sea? Now your options are 40,000, 60,000, 80,000, and 100,000. And in case you're curious, the title 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea alludes to being under the sea and then going around the world 20,000 fathoms, not going 20,000 fathoms down because there's not that much ocean. So once again, how many miles would those 20,000 leagues be? 40K, 60K, 80K, or 100K? All right, let's see the answers you went with. All right, we had 3 each for 40 and 60K with 1 each for 80 and 100. Your correct answer, each fathom is roughly 3 miles long, which means 60,000 miles under the sea. Not under the sea, but going around.
Under the
yeah.
sea.
Yeah, you guys get it. Now you understand.
Down where it's wetter.
All right, 2 more to go.
Knit me a sweater.
What renowned character drives a variety of vehicles through the wasteland in a popular science fiction film series? You can see one of those vehicles in the image. Answers available are Ripley, Klaatu, Max, and Akira. Once again, what renowned character drives a variety of vehicles through the wasteland in a popular science fiction film series? Ripley, Klaatu, Max, or Akira? All right, y'all. You're going to have a few more seconds to tell me who drives through the wasteland in those vehicles.
I don't know.
All right, answers are in. 100% of the answers for Max. That is Mad Max in the wasteland. Yes, you guys knew that one was Mad Max. All right, y'all. So that means that it came down to how fast you got those points. Let's get into it with our last question. Now, our last question for this one, I'm actually going to ask you to drag the answers into the right order and then hit submit. Got it? Here comes our last question for this round. Put these installments in the venerated Alien film franchise in the order in which they were released. All right, now, these are the ones to put in order. They are Covenant, Resurrection, Prometheus, and Romulus. One of those is coming out soon. Once again, put these installments in the venerated Alien film franchise in the order in which they were released. Your options are Covenant, Resurrection, Prometheus, and Romulus. All right, y'all. Put those in the right order. You have 5 more seconds.
I must be a ringer, Danny.
What?
I must be a ringer.
You feel good about it?
These sci-fi questions, man.
There we go.
Everybody's gonna think that you're juicing my stats.
I can tell you that somebody got their answer in faster than you and got it
No,
right.
I was thinking.
One person did get it right. So let's see what the order. First, we're going to see what the most popular order was. Most people put it in this order: Resurrection, Prometheus, Covenant, Romulus. Your correct order was Resurrection, Prometheus, Covenant, and Romulus. Now, not everyone was able to get that in, but those were the 2 most popular ones. So let's see our standings after all 10 questions. All right, here we go. And then we're going to give out our top 3 prizes, or talk about our top 3. Our first place prize will be the flashiest Gordon for our sci-fi round. All right, in third place, it's Real John. Real John making the surge and getting those points. Yeah, third place and 502 points. Guy Fu, way to go. You are in second place with 616 points. And in first place, there he is, the man behind the glass. He called his shot and he got it. Way to go, Turbo. You are the flashiest Gordon.
Yeah, well, again, guys, look. I have to handicap myself, right? What did I do? I did 200 points last time. 150 points advance on this, and I nearly fat-fingered the one. So, folks, next time, look, a gold medalist is someone to strive after, to compete with.
Don't tell me what to do.
Now that you've seen me,
That's right.
my science fiction gold medalist performance, it's time for you guys to use me as inspiration for future tournaments.
And I do, real quick, I want to shout out Guy Fu before he has to go. I don't want to cut you
Daifu,
off.
Thanks for playing.
Thank
and
you for
sorry
playing.
for my bloviation.
No, it's all good. He also said bye to Darren specifically. He said bye, Darren. So, shout outs to Darren, who's also playing with us. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, he shouted you out, but he just said bye, Darren. Cool. So thank you for playing with us. We'll find out more about the mysterious identity of Daifu later. But yeah, that was our second round, and maybe that wasn't your round, but maybe you did get those points, and those are going to add up and help you out as we try to declare our trivia traveler for the evening. Now we have another. Oh, it was more like from Darren. Gotcha. That makes more. Oh, by Darren. So okay, cool. So we had two different Darrens playing with us then that round. So yeah, he was saying by, comma Darren. I didn't do the full murder she wrote with the commas, so it's okay. But now I get it. It was more like from Darren. So yeah, thank you, Darren, for playing.
Murder.
Alrighty. Also, speaking of murder she wrote, that town has a crazy murder rate, right? Like yeah, like she's just a small town writer, and she's always helping them out. I feel like this is a good segue because this next round, well, I like to call it. Actually, I'll show you all so we can see this together. It's putting the lit in English and literature. That's right, we're getting lit with some grade school English and literature questions. Yeah, we're gonna go back to school and talk a little bit about English rules and some literature, some classic literature. So we're gonna see how well you guys remember that stuff. Now, if you haven't already, please say hey in the comments. Let us know you're watching and playing and having a good time with us. If you guys haven't already liked, subscribed, and done all those cool things, make sure you're doing that too. All right, y'all. We got our next round of trivia coming your way in 6.5-ish minutes.
Everyone in this room is now dumb for having listened. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
All right, y'all. We're kicking off our next round of trivia in 4 minutes. Ricardo, how much do you remember high school literature, English? You feel like it's your strong category?
I'm going to go with negative.
I'm going to go. Hey, you know what? You used a good synonym for no, and so I appreciate that. That's going to be just in the wheelhouse. You're not going to get too crazy with it. So, yeah, I feel it's not going to be too bad.
No, I didn't like. I read some books early on, and then I mostly spent time reading the books I wanted to read.
I feel that. I feel that hard because, like, I'm somebody who I will qualify. I'm not a strong reader, but I can listen to an audiobook like a mother, right? And so that was a big thing where it's like the realization of like it's the reason why when I was a kid I didn't read a lot of books, but I could read a lot of comic books was anytime I'd get like my ADHD would just like totally get distracted reading a book, I would just tune out. With a comic book, I could always kind of like look at the picture and try to figure out where in the picture it related to what they were saying in the comic book. So that's why I was like, legit, it was a hard thing for me to sit down and be a reader, but there's a lot of audiobooks that I got into way after that I'm like...
The bit rate transfer is much higher with a visual image.
Right, exactly, right? It was like I was like retaining it in multiple ways. So that's definitely a thing of it. So if you're not a strong reader like me, don't worry, this might not be around. But if you are a strong reader, this one's for you. We got a whole round of English literature. We're also going to talk about some parts of English that are pretty fun. So yeah, all kinds of fun stuff coming your way for this one.
What if you're a strong break dancer?
Man, okay, so did you watch any of the breakdancing? I know I talked about it.
I feel manipulated by the Olympics. I feel like they were like, hey, man, we got breakdancing. And then they're like, oh, yeah, it's at the very end. And
right.
They're like, oh, yeah, maybe we're not going to show it. And I was like, I wouldn't. I'm so upset.
There's so many. I feel manipulated because like I thought it was like, oh, it's one of the ones that's going to be around. And now that they've already said, oh, it's not. This was one of the ones that was done by France. And so now it was not coming back for the 28 Olympics. Like, that sucks.
I want to start my own B-Boy Olympics.
Well, okay, so I have one homie who told me, he's like, I'm happy for the culture that it's here, but if you want to watch a better, like, breakdance competition, Red Bull does a really awesome breakdance world competition. So that one, I hope, starts to get a little bit more notice. Because outside of the one lady who did not know what she was doing, everybody was like, oh, the other parts of this were tight. Like, yeah.
I think it would have been cool if they had, like, have you seen those, like, live production guys competitions? You know what I'm talking about? With, like, there's one Russian guy, Moskovich or whatever.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
make beats and then go back and forth.
Yeah.
Should have had that as part, and then the breakdancers dance to the beats those guys make.
So, yeah. So, if you guys are bummed about the whole breakdancing thing, we're going to all start getting really into the Red Bull World Breakdancing competition. So, that's what I say. I think that's what's happening. But yeah, that is not associated with English literature, what have you, but we do like to talk about what we're watching. The Olympics are winding down. Tom Cruise jumped off a building, and that was kind of fun. All right, y'all, we have a round of trivia coming your way in 45 seconds. This one's all about grade school English and literature. Whoever wins this round, well, you will be the Trivia Gram Master. And that's Graham as in grammar. Yes, you'll be the Trivia Gram Master if you win this round. All right, y'all. Round of trivia. Talking about English, talking about literature, all kinds of fun stuff coming your way in 20 seconds. If you haven't already, make sure you scan that code and you're ready to play our game because it's kicking off right now.
Fun will now commence.
That's right. Fastest answers mean more points. More points means you win, but make sure to get those answers precise because you can't go back. Once you get it in, it's locked in. All right, first question of the round, and here we go. What dictatorial leader watches over citizens in George Orwell's dystopian novel 1984? Is it Big Daddy, Big Papa, Big Brother, or Big Father? Once again, what dictatorial leader watches over citizens in George Orwell's dystopian novel 1984? Big Daddy, Big Papa, Big Brother, or Big Father? All right, y'all. 8 more seconds.
He's gone.
All right, let's see what you guys put down with this one. Answers, we had 90% of the answers for Big Brother with 1 for Big Father. Your correct answer, I like it when you call me Big Papa, but the one we were looking for was Big Brother. Yes, Big Brother. Yeah, I have to work in the Biggie close whenever I can. All right, y'all, here comes your next question, and it goes like this. John Steinbeck's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, The Grapes of Wrath, follows the blank families move out of the Dust Bowl during the Great Depression. So tell me the last name of that family. Is it Johnson, Joad, Jefferson, or Jackson? Once again, John Steinbeck's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel The Grapes of Wrath follows the blank family's move out of the Dust Bowl during the Great Depression. Are they the family Johnson, Joad, Jefferson, or Jackson? You have 5 seconds left. All right, answers in for this one. Let's see what you put down. All right, so we had 5 answers, 50% for the family Joad, 4 for Jackson, and 1 for Jefferson. Your correct answer, that is the Joad family. Yes, Joad is the one we were looking for. All right, see, you're doing better than maybe you thought already. Let's get into it with question number 3. Now, this one we're talking more about vocabulary. So which of these descriptive words is synonymous with gossamer? Is it strong, crushed, sheer, or broken? So once again, which of these descriptive words is synonymous with gossamer? Is it strong, crushed, sheer, or broken? 10 more seconds. All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you guys put down. All right, 1 for strong, 8 for sheer, and 1 for broken. Your correct answer this time was sheer. Yes, sheer is the one that got you the points on that one. All right, let's keep going. Question number 4. Which of these is defined as a phrase that presents a non-literal meaning, such as raining cats and dogs? So, what does raining cats and dogs, what does that qualify as? Is it an idiom, an onomatopoeia, an antecedent, or an infinitive? Or antecedent, I should say. Once again, which of these is defined as a phrase that presents a non-literal meaning, such as raining cats and dogs? Is that an idiom, onomatopoeia, antecedent, or infinitive?
Danny, I want you to do a whole round of these.
Oh, yeah? Like identifying vocabulary terms and stuff like that?
Yeah, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, those kind of things. I want you to do a whole round.
I can get on board. I like that idea.
Thank you.
Yes.
Requested.
Requested. We do
Look
have
at my finger.
We have
it's in the camera.
It's letting us know. We have a requested round coming up at the end of the game, our serial round, so we're going to get to that too. But let's see. We had 9 answers for idiom with 1 for onomatopoeia. Your correct answer is... that's an idiom. Yes, an idiom was your correct answer for that question. All right,
Who you
y'all.
calling an idiom?
Yeah, who are you calling an idiom? All right, let's do one more question, and then we're going to check in with our mid-round breakdown.
Danny, do you know what an onomatopoeia is?
An onomatopoeia is the sound that we attribute, or the word that we attribute to associate with a sound that's made. Like for a dog,
like
it's
buzz.
would be like bark or woof, right? It's like, yeah, buzz
Woof.
for a bee.
Yeah.
A bee.
Doe. That
Doe-
means Homer.
Doe.
means
I don't.
Homer.
Doe isn't. I think
What about
an onomatopoeia.
About Riz? I mean, that's a word
I think the
and
doe
a
is
sound.
if you reference...
I
I think if you reference Doe as a Homer, as if you reference Buzz as a bee, then absolutely.
I think no. So okay. So that it's not it. That's part where the breakdown happens. The buzz is the sound that a bee makes, right? Like it's you're using a word to describe that sound that doesn't exist. Whereas
And
doe,
how is a word
doe
not describe Homer?
well, so that's the thing. He doesn't make like a sound. Like he doesn't like flap his arms and that goes doe. He says it. It's encapsulating a thing that doesn't actually have a sound.
It's a reaction.
No. So what are better examples? Okay, so in
Maybe we
comic
should
books,
ask the English people
here-
in the English
I would
majors.
here's the one I can give you if you're a comic book person. In comic books, when Wolverine pops out his claws, it always says "snicked" on the screen, and it's like on the page, and that's the sound that like of like when its claws pop out. So how do you write that down? You make up a word like "snicked."
That is an onomatopoeia.
That's
You're
not
right.
onomatopoeia.
Perfect.
All right,
Correct.
now that
Okay, anyway,
we've gone over
moving on.
that. All right, here we go. We got one more for you, then we'll do our mid-round breakdown. Now, for this one, I need you to identify the character that is not a part of this group. Which of these characters is not one of the greasers in S.E. Hinton's classic coming-of-age novel, The Outsiders? Is it Ponyboy, Soda Pop, Applejack, or 2-Bit? Yeah, once again, which one of those is not one of the greasers in S.E. Hinton's classic coming-of-age novel, The Outsiders? Ponyboy, Soda Pop, Applejack, or 2-Bit? Nothing gold can stay. You've got about 7 more seconds.
I don't know.
Is that the cast of Who's the Boss?
On the cover? The cast right there on the cover there? Or those names? Let's see. Our answers that you guys went with. 1 for Ponyboy, 2 for Soda Pop, and 7 for Applejack. Your correct answer is Applejack. Applejack was our correct answer. There we go.
From My Little Pony. Not that I'm a brony. I'm just saying.
Applejack is a pony in My Little Ponies, though, so thank you for that shout out. All right, let's go over our standings at the moment. Hey, Iguana Meringue. Yeah, way to go. They are back. Or is it, I forgot, was it Iguana Merengue or Iguana Meringue? Iguana Merengue, that's right. Iguana Merengue playing with us once again. Way to go. You are in first place at the moment with 408 points. In second place, it's Real John. Real John stacking up those points in 400. And then Stefan Nocha in third place. Stephanie with 388 points. Just 20 points behind first place right there in that third spot. Turbo and, I think we have a new name that I didn't see before. They're right there in fourth and fifth. Let's see. Yeah, Ernie joining us. Ernie, thank you for playing with us with 335 points in that fifth spot. We got Suburban Rain, Darren. We got everybody getting those points and stacking them up as we get ready for our last round. This game tonight has been a little bit more diverse. You're seeing everybody kind of moving around those standings between rounds. So we'll get into it with 5 more questions and then see who will be the Trivia Gram Master. All right, question number 6 is coming your way, and it goes like this. Which of these epic poems recounts a battle with a monster named Grendel? So which of these epic poems recounts a battle with a monster named Grendel? Is it the Divine Comedy, Paradise Lost, Beowulf, or Inferno? Once again, which of these epic poems recounts a battle with a monster named Grendel? The Divine Comedy, Paradise Lost, Beowulf, or Inferno? You have a few more seconds to tell me.
My lower intestines.
All right, that is a depiction of our hero and Grendel. Let's see what you guys came up with. All right, we had 1 for the Divine Comedy, 2 for Inferno, and 7 for Beowulf. Your correct answer was indeed Beowulf. Beowulf was your correct answer there. All right, we're going to keep going. Question number 7 coming your way. For this one, I'm looking for the name of the author. Who wrote the novels Slaughterhouse-Five, Breakfast of Champions, and Mother Night, among many others? Was it Joseph Heller, Kurt Vonnegut Jr., Harold Bloom, or Ray Bradbury? Once again, who wrote the novels Slaughterhouse-Five, Breakfast of Champions, Mother Night, and many, many others? Was it Joseph Heller, Kurt Vonnegut, Harold Bloom, or Ray Bradbury? It sounds like we had a fat finger situation in the booth. Let's see.
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. J.K., your answers that you guys went with. We had 8 for Kurt Vonnegut, 2 for Ray Bradbury. Your correct answer was Kurt Vonnegut Jr. Yes, Kurt Vonnegut, author of the Slaughterhouse-Five. I think that's probably his most well-known work. All right, we're going to keep going. We got 3 more questions for this round. Prize-winning novelist Upton Sinclair wrote about unsafe labor and sanitation conditions in the meatpacking industry in his 1906 novel, blank. Now, which answer is it? Is it The Jungle, The Limit, The Field, or The Wasteland? Once again, prize-winning novelist Upton Sinclair wrote about unsafe labor and sanitation conditions in the meatpacking industry in his 1906 novel. Was it The Jungle, The Limit, The Field, or The Wasteland? 8 more seconds. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Oh. There we go. I had a weird microphone issue. Okay, now let's get into it. Let's see the answers you guys had. Answers, we had 70% for the jungle, 1 for the field, and 2 for the wasteland. Your correct answer was the jungle. Yes, the jungle was our correct answer that time. All right, 2 more to go. You guys been doing pretty well with our literature and English round. Which of these Shakespeare plays is set in Denmark? Yes, which one of these is set in Denmark? Is it Macbeth, Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, or Othello? So once again, which of these Shakespeare plays is set in Denmark? Is it Macbeth, Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, or Othello? You got a few more seconds to tell me.
I always thought a Hamlet was a ham omelet.
You know what? I think I'm right there with you. That was something I was like, oh yeah, get like a Hamlet, like a little egg, little cheese, little ham in it. That makes sense.
No book, just some eggs and some deliciousness. You know.
Well, let's see if it's also the right answer. Now we had 2 answers for Macbeth, 6 for Hamlet, and 2 for Othello. Your correct answer, there's something rotten in Denmark in Hamlet. Yes, Hamlet was your correct answer. Yeah. Not spelt the same way, but also Hamlet's another word for a little village. All right, y'all. Now we have one more question for this round, and then we're going to declare our Trivia Graham Master. All right, let's get into our last question for this round. What style of poem traditionally consists of 14 lines finished with a rhyming couplet? Now, what style of poem has those 14 lines in the couplet? Is it canto, ballad, sonnet, or elegy? Once again, what type of poem traditionally consists of 14 lines finished with a rhyming couplet? Is that canto, ballad, sonnet, or elegy? We got a few
Danny, I think
seconds
those
left.
are also names that girls give their farts.
I'm not touching that one. All right, answers are in. Let's see what you came up with. We had 9 for sonnet, 1 for elegy. Your correct answer, yes, those are the definitions for a sonnet. Sonnet was one we were looking for. All right, so most of y'all did pretty well on our literature and English round. Let's see our standings, our top 3, and declare our Trivia Graham Master. All right, here comes our 3rd place finisher. It's Iguana Merengue. Hey, Iguana Merengue, and a very high score, so it means it's going to be high scores from here. 805 in 2nd place, Stefan Nocha, 845 points. And in 1st place, it's Real John. Real John is stacking up those wins, stacking up those points.
Way
849 points. Yeah, way to go. Way to go, Stephanie. She's saying, I'm so literate. Very funny in the chat. And yeah, getting all 10 answers right. Our top 3 that's very, very cute. All of our top 3 winners with over 800 points and getting all 10 correct answers in that round. Turbo getting all 10, but also maybe doing it with a little bit less time, and the rest of our standings there. So way to go for our English and literature round. That was a lot of fun. And Hannah, hell yeah, in our chat there too. All right, y'all. We have 3 rounds down. So at this point in the game, this is where I'd like to try to check in on our mid-game standings and see where people are at with our overall standings across 3 rounds. Now, we're going to still have 2 more rounds to add to these, so let's see. And I think I know who's in first. But in 3rd, right now, we have Stefan Nocha, 1959, getting closer to being our trivia traveler. In 2nd, we have Turbo with 2,035 points. And in 1st place, Real John.
Not fair. Look, guys, I'm not that good. Just trust me, I'm going to lose miserably these last few.
It's okay. We always have some of our rounds. You never know what's going to come up. But yeah, Real John has a lot of those points and doing pretty well so far. Over 2,225. Well, actually, exactly 2,225 points. Turbo with over 2,000, and Stefanocha right behind him with about, 65-ish points to go to catch him. 75 points to go to catch him. So yeah, so we got a really close game so far. We got all kinds of fun stuff still in the works for you, and you can still win one of our titles, even if you don't win that title of Trivia Traveler. So let's see what our next game is for. Now, I like to call this next round my favorite app is appetizers. But these are pretty cool too. Yes, this is a round about apps, websites, and, the kind of things we use on our phone all the time. Whoever wins this round is going to be our apocalyptic answerer. So yes, a round all about the apps and technology that we use on our phone every day. So let's get ready for that round. We're kicking it off in 7 more minutes. Now's a great time to get another drink, get situated, get set up, and also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hang out with us, let us know you're watching. Make sure you're following if you're watching us on Twitch as well. All right, y'all, more trivia coming your way in less than 7 minutes.
Balboa Park.
Oh no, we're gonna have a lot of fun playing trivia with this next 4 minutes, or next 2 rounds, and the 4 minutes that lead up to them. We're having a lot of fun here in the studio. We're hanging out. We've got more trivia coming your way. We got 2 more rounds of trivia coming up tonight. I already teased what our last round of the night will be. It'll be all about cereal mascots, some cereal history, some fun stuff coming your way. But breakfast is coming up pretty soon. But before you get to breakfast, we have a round about apps, and I'm not talking about appetizers. Yes, this round of trivia is all about apps on your phone. Some of the most popular ones you use, maybe some ones you haven't come across before, or maybe some that you have. And also just some of the other stuff that we use on some of the most popular websites here on this internet that we're playing this game on right now. So yeah, we got that game coming your way in just a few minutes. Now, oh, go ahead. Yeah, what's up, Ricardo?
Nothing.
Oh, well, now that she jumped in though, what's the app that you find yourself on all the time?
I was just going to ask you the same question.
I
just didn't know if it was in the questions you had ready.
No. Yeah, you know what? I will say that off of like Instagram and outside of those, I play a ton of the Magic the Gathering phone game. Yeah.
Really? I didn't know they had a phone game.
So that's the thing was like I used to play that game like crazy with cards, right? But they introduced they introduced it first as like a laptop like PC game, and then they're like, oh cool, the technology exists where you can put this on mobile. And now it's like the only thing that I do in my free time when I'm like, I could play like a full-fledged video game on my PS5, or I could smoke weed and play like Magic the Gathering against people. Yeah, it's great. So Magic the
I like
Gathering.
the way you think.
Magic the Gathering Arena is probably the app I spent the most time on. That's not like Instagram or, I mean, but there's a lot of stuff that like I don't realize how often I use it. I use an Adobe Photoshop for like all the events that we do with like Bottle Rocket and stuff like that. And so sometimes it'll just be like, I'll look at my screen time and it'll just be like, oh, you were on this for like this many hours. Like, oh, I guess, yeah, we had 4 events or whatever it was. So it comes up. Okay, now same question, Ricardo. What's the app that you're on?
Probably like YouTube.
Oh yeah, YouTube's huge, right? Like, yeah. I mean, I would say that like sometimes when I don't want to like spend a ton of money on like Hulu and Netflix and all that stuff, I just watch YouTube on my PlayStation, on my TV all the time. Where it's like, yeah, there's plenty of free content to watch here, right? Yeah, like so there's a lot of times where it's like, yeah, I'll just watch these other dudes play a board game, hang out for an hour and a half.
You should try like talking to it like it's already got AI. In the YouTube search, just type in like, I'm bored. And then there'll be creators who have like identified that keyword and maybe like marketing specific content to those types of prompts.
Interesting. All right. We're learning some stuff. We're going to play around with it. So yeah, YouTube, also a top used app. If you got the app that you can't quit, let us know in the chat as we get ready for this round of trivia. All right. Here we go. 45 seconds till we get to our next round of trivia. This one's all about apps, phones, things that you go to, websites you hang out on, and as all of our other rounds, most of our answers will be multiple choice. The faster you get those answers in, the more points you get, and at the end of the round, whoever has the most points, they will be our apocalyptic answerer. That's right, apocalyptic answerer for the winner of this round. All right, we're kicking it off in 15 seconds. If you're ready for some technology trivia, it's coming your way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all those good things as we get ready. All right, here comes our first question of the round, and it's coming up right now. Before becoming a streaming and commerce juggernaut, Amazon, founded in 1994, was designed to sell blank. Now, what was it designed to sell? Was it compact discs, books, shoes, or VHS tapes?
Cheese wheels.
Child labor.
It's always been selling that. Once again, before becoming a video streaming and commerce juggernaut, Amazon, founded in 1994, was designed to sell, was it compact discs, books, shoes, or VHS tapes? All right, answers are in. Let's see what you came up with. All right, we had 9 answers for books with 1 for VHS tapes. Your correct answer was books. That's right. Yes. Amazon, originally designed to sell books. I think they were huge in the college book department for a long time when I was coming up. So yeah, that was where they got their start. But let's get into it with another question about apps and stuff like that. Now, which social networking app, and I say social networking loosely, which social networking app is easily recognizable by this logo?
The Decepticon.
Is it Bumble, Hinge, Meetup, or Tinder? Once again, what social networking app is easily recognizable by this logo? Bumble, Hinge, Meetup, or Tinder? All right, Sean, you're going to have about 10 more seconds. That was very funny about the Decepticon bit. Let's see the answers that you guys came up with. I also said, social networking loosely because those are all dating apps. And I feel like dating app is a different category than social networking. That's just me. All right, let's see. We had 8 answers for Bumble with 2 for Tinder. Your correct answer is Bumble. Yes, Bumble was your correct
Bumble
answer
what,
there.
bees?
Yes, as in bees that go buzz,
No,
which was the
tuna.
onomatopoeia we learned earlier. And yeah, Tinder, they use that little flame as their logo. All right, here we go. We got more questions coming your way. Question number 3. Now for this one, which online fantasy and gambling company became the first to sign a deal with a U.S. professional sports league, in April of 2013? Was it DraftKings, FanDuel, Underdog Fantasy, or Superdraft? So once again, which online fantasy and gambling company became the first to sign a deal with a U.S. professional sports league in April of 2013? DraftKings, FanDuel, Underdog Fantasy, or Superdraft? You've got a few seconds left to tell me which one it is.
Nintendo.
All right, answers are in. Let's see what you put down. We had 8 for DraftKings, 1 for FanDuel. Your correct answer was DraftKings. Yes, DraftKings was your correct answer. It'll never not be wild to me to just like watch them go to commercial and be like, yo, while you're watching this game, make a bet on the game with DraftKings. Talk about player props. Like it's something I never had as a kid, and it just is so wild to me.
Throw your life away instantly.
For me, it's just such a weird thing of being like, yeah, no, this whole thing, and then the athletes also are like super not allowed to gamble on it. It feels very strange. All right, y'all. Question number 4. What does the Air, an online lodging app, Airbnb, refer to? So what does that Air refer to? Is it booking over the air, an airport, an air mattress, or founder Joseph Air? All right, so once again, what does the Air and the online lodging app Airbnb refer? Is that booking over the air, airport, air mattress, or founder Joseph Air? Less than 10 seconds left.
I really think the master, His Majesty Jordan, as well, could have been one of the.
Right, Airbnb is just named after Michael Air Jordan. Let's see. Okay, now we had a great split this time. We had 3 for booking over the air, 1 for airport, 2 for air mattress, and 4 for founder Joseph Air. Your correct answer is an air mattress. Yes, air mattress. I don't know what their founder's name is, but I don't think it's Joseph Air.
Man,
yeah. That was there to tempt anybody who's like, it'd be really funny if his name was Joseph Air. All right, let's do one more question. We'll do our mid-round check-in. Mid-round breakdown after question number 5. In 2021, which state launched the Excelsior Pass, an app allowing users to show proof of COVID-19 vaccination? Was it California, Florida, New Jersey, or New York? Once again, in 2021, which state launched the Excelsior Pass app, allowing users to show proof of COVID-19 vaccination? Was it California, Florida, New Jersey, or New York?
Nuremberg.
Can't
All
be
right.
California, can it?
Well, let's find out. Let's see what people put down. Yeah, we do have a good grouping
That's a
of
nice
answers.
group.
Yeah, 2 for California, Florida, and New Jersey, with 4 for New York. Now, I'll let you in on a fact. One of those states has the word Excelsior on their license plate, and that's New York. Yes, New York was your correct answer. So yeah,
No way.
Excelsior is the official state motto of New York, I think. All right, let's get into our mid-round breakdown. See what those standings are after 5 questions. A couple of those really were curveballs for
What's
us.
the California state motto? Melts in your mouth and out your hand.
I don't know what the state motto. Come here for the weed, stay for, I don't know, the taxes. All right, so in first place we have with 349 points, it's J-Dog, but right behind him by just
Good job,
1
Anna.
point. Yeah, it's Stefanocha, and then right behind both of them, 5 points behind first place, Adriana here in the studio hanging out with us. Yeah, so we've got a good tight
Almost
game.
pineapples.
Almost pineapples. That's right. I forgot that was the connection there. But then, yeah, we got Iguana Merengue in 4th place with 341 and Churbo in 5th place with 310. So a very tight game so far in this round dedicated to apps. We're going to have another 5 questions coming your way. And question number 6 goes like this. What is the name of Major League Baseball's official app, originally designed as a social media platform for baseball fans? Is it Ballpark, Grand Slam, Home Run, or Outfield? Once again, what is the name of Major League Baseball's official app, originally designated as a social media platform for baseball fans?
With the price of baseball tickets, it should just be called sodomy.
I do not, MLB, do not come for me for anything Ricardo says. Answers coming your way in just a second. No, I mean, I will say if you're a season ticket holder, it's a pretty good deal. So that's, I like doing that. All right, y'all. We had
Fancy,
60% of the answers for ballpark. We had 3 for grand slam and 1 for outfield. Your correct answer was the ballpark app. Yeah. It helps me get into Padres games, and I like going to Padres games. Going to tomorrow's game. All right, question number 7 coming your way. Here comes question number 7. Which online audiobook company initially started by developing portable media players in the 1990s? So which audiobook company is the one I'm looking for? Is it Hoopla, Audible, Overdrive, or Downpour? Once again, which online audiobook company initially started by developing portable media players in the 90s? Hoopla, Audible, Overdrive, or Downpour?
Danny,
Yes, sir.
after eBay,
Uh-huh.
this particular company's account is the second longest account I've had in my life.
Oh,
and by
okay,
that
yeah.
I mean 1998, my friend. I have had
Wow.
an account with this company.
Okay.
And PayPal, or excuse me, eBay,
eBay.
I have had an account with since 97.
there are still some
I will challenge
websites.
anyone in the chat that I have the eldest of both of those particular accounts.
Yeah, I definitely am not an early adopter of the internet.
Come on, FBay. eBay was so pre-COVID.
That's very funny. All right, let's see the answers you guys had. We had 1 for Hoopla. We had 9 for Audible. Your correct answer was Audible. Yes, Audible was your correct answer. All right, here we go. We have our 8th question for this round. Which job search website dethroned Monster to become the top employment search engine in 2010? Is it ZipRecruiter, Simply Hired, Indeed, or Glassdoor? Once again, which job search website dethroned Monster to become the top employment search engine in 2010? Was it ZipRecruiter, Simply Hired, Indeed, or Glassdoor? I can tell you that I wouldn't live here in San Diego if it wasn't for one of these websites. So yeah, I did get the job that got me to move out here to San Diego through one of these websites. Let's see what you guys went with. We had 2 for ZipRecruiter, we had 6 for Indeed, and 2 for Glassdoor. Your correct answer this time is Indeed. Yes, it is Indeed. Indeed.
Indeed it is.
Indeed it is. Your correct answer. Yeah, coming up on, I think, 9 years, I moved out here for a job serving subpoenas for medical records, and I got
Peanuts to medical people?
Yes, peanuts to medical people. No, serving subpoena to medical records. Very boring job, but I'm glad I don't do it
Like
anymore.
when the court orders somebody to give you the medical records and they don't, you show up with a subpoena.
That was my job. I would go and represent lawyers and go to the medical office and be like, hey, you're not being sued. We just need records of X, Y, and Z. And then I'd come back in 2 later weeks and copy them or take them back. Yeah, it was not
Did you get to dress up like, in Pineapple Express, like in all the different outfits?
No. See, that's the thing. None of what I got to do was anywhere near that salacious. It was just a lot of like, hey, we need these records. Most of the time they have whole departments dedicated to this. Every once in a while I would show up at a doctor's office. I'd be like a mom and pop. And they would be like, no lawsuit. I'm like, no. You're not being sued. I just need one of your patient's records. Like, this is just saying legally we need this.
You ever pick up stool samples?
No, nothing like
Okay.
that. It was all ever documents, nothing crazy. But I saw some crazy pictures. All right, question number 9. All right, question number 9 for you. What short form streaming platform from DreamWorks co-founder Jeffrey Katzenberg lasted from just April to December of
question.
2020? Is it Quibi, Wibbly, QuickFlix, or Zippy? Once again, what short-form streaming platform from DreamWorks co-founder Jeffrey Katzenberg lasted from just April to December of 2020? Was it Quibi, Weebly, Quick Flicks, or Zippy?
All also names for methamphetamines in Australia.
I don't
We cannot
know.
fact check anything Ricardo says. All right, answers in. We had 7 for Quibi, 1 each for Weebly and Quick Flicks. Your correct answer was Quibi. Yes, Quibi. Almost all my favorite comedians got Quibi shows for a very short time. All right, our last question for this round. Which app overtook Apple Podcast in 2020 to become the world's largest podcast provider? Is it Pocket Cast, Spotify, Stitcher, or Google Podcasts? Once again, which app overtook Apple Podcasts in 2020 to become the world's largest podcast provider?
Whole
Pocket
Foods.
Cast, Spotify, Stitcher, or Google Podcasts? All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you went with. 1 for Pocket Cast, 9 for Spotify. Our correct answer was indeed Spotify. Spotify, your correct answer there. All right, so. Oh no, Rio John had he was our one person that had Pocket Cast with a
The
yes.
fingers you have used to dial
no.
are too fat.
John, it might come back to bite you when it comes to our final question. You need to make sure you're getting all those points because I know you're doing really well so far, but it's okay. It happens to the best of us. All right. Well, with all that said, it's time to declare our top 3 for this round and then declare our first place person, our apocalyptic answerer. All right. First, our top 3 in third place, Stefanocha. Having a good game. She could challenge for Trivia Traveler, 695 points. Iguana Merengue coming back for second place, 706 points in second. And first place, hey, it's Turbo. Turbo making a contention for our Trivia Traveler. Yes, first place again.
Wait, did I win this? And I wasn't even paying attention?
You snuck back in to win this
Holy
and get
moly.
first place.
I beat
What
Anna.
is going on? What kind of world is this? What are we doing here, folks?
You could very well be the Trivia Traveler when everything
What?
is said and done. So yeah, I've been teasing it all night. We're gonna have one last round of trivia coming your
No
way.
way.
And this last round of trivia, well, this one is for our serial trivia players. That's right, because it's a whole round dedicated to breakfast cereal. This one's for the cereal trivia players. A whole round all about breakfast cereal and their history. Winner of this round will be the serial killer. Yes. All right. So yeah, Suki jumping in. They're so excited for this round. I'm excited for this round. Gonna be a little bit of everything. So if you want to play this round, make sure
Let's
you
go
scan that
already.
QR code. We're kicking off our last 7-minute timer.
Fun will now commence.
Before I step away for just a second, I do want to remind you guys as we get ready to call it, we're going to have Trivia Tavern the rest of this month every Tuesday. And that first Tuesday of every month, we're going to be dark. We're just going to be taking one Tuesday out of the month off, that first Tuesday of the month. But outside of that, we're going to have Trivia Tavern every Tuesday this month, still coming your way at 7 p.m. Pacific. So more trivia to close out the night in just a second. We're going to actually do that in 6.5 minutes.
This is the Star Trek battle. Anytime there's a battle or a fight with an alien or anything, that's what comes on. Correct, right, because it's so famous. It's been in The Simpsons like 6 times.
Are you saying boo or boorns?
All right, I'm back. I got back a little early because I want to ask everybody who's here in the studio and everyone in the chat. I want to know your favorite breakfast cereal. This is such an important thing. I think everybody's got a favorite one. Mine is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Did you make a face at Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Anana and Adriana, what's your favorite cereal? So we can judge. She's bringing the mic around.
Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies. Okay, Rice Krispies are good, but I need to put a bunch. I need to
That's
put a bunch of
racist.
sugar on Rice Krispies to get them to be good. Ricardo, what's your favorite cereal, boss?
That was racist. Cereal, Rice Krispies. So prejudiced. I really liked Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms, right? We had a Lucky
those were
Charms
pretty
question earlier,
slamming,
right? Yeah.
I'm Irish.
Turbo, do you have a favorite breakfast cereal?
Okay.
Oh, he's got some thoughts.
Right. So I'm thinking, like Raisin Bran, but Raisin Bran Crunch is better than Raisin Bran. And then
If I'm gonna get in that whole side of it, Honey Bunches of Oats.
right, but I have to put Splenda on it, not
Okay.
sugar.
Right. Okay. You're operating in a different realm than I am. I'm still at full, like it. I know I shouldn't do this Cookie Crisp, but also yes, I really need some Cookie Crisp. Mitch Dodge. Mitch, you got here just in time for a round all about cereal, bud. Yeah. No, he's in the chat. Mitch is right here. So yeah, Mitch is in the chat. We're getting ready for a round of trivia all about cereal history, cereal mascots, a little bit of everything coming your way. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Make sure you scan that QR code so that way
Serial
you can
killer.
play with us. Yes. Yeah. Whoever wins this round, we are calling them the serial killer. Fruity Pebbles are underrated from Stefanocha in the chat. So at the donut shop I work at, one of our most popular donuts has Fruity Pebbles on it. It is when it's hot right out of the fryer with the vanilla glaze and Fruity Pebbles. It's insane. So yes, Fruity Pebbles is something I didn't like when I was a kid, but now I like Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles, yes, no. It seems like you're very particular about your cereal. We're back to Adriana. You're anti-sugar cereals. So like just like some granola, like maybe some like cut up
What about
pieces of
Special K?
like cut up pieces of like cardboard.
Special K is good.
I was thinking just like take cardboard and just like shred it up and then throw it in milk. That's down, right? Yeah. I don't know.
So, soaks up the milk.
Oh,
you know?
Darren came in too. Darren, Turbo, or Darren, what's your favorite breakfast cereal? What's your favorite breakfast cereal? Think about it for a
Kraft Dinner.
second. Steph, oh yeah, Special K vanilla almond is bomb. Special K is really good with those extra stuff in. And then Mitch mentioning, so Captain Crunch was the one I loved it so much when I was a kid. And when I talk about Captain Crunch, there's only one Captain Crunch, and it's peanut butter Captain Crunch. None of the other Captain Crunches are good, but peanut butter Captain Crunch was my favorite when I was a kid.
I agree.
Except it messes up the roof of your mouth like nobody's business. Anybody have? Yeah, you get the Captain Crunch like bloody roof mouth. Yeah.
Created by dentists. Known
All
fact.
I think all of them are rough on the mouth, but the peanut butter ones. No, there's. Well, I mean, I don't want to get. No, so the original one is like the sweet like rice cake, like rice thingy. It's like a little like square pillow thingy looking one. That's the original Captain Crunch. But like I said, there's only one Captain Crunch. It's peanut butter.
I think they were all created by the government in a program called CK Ultra.
Yes. Breakfast cereal is a way to control us, and you know it
Through
makes sense
sugar
because it's
addiction.
working. Oh, and then one last one. Steph mentioning Reese's cereal, Reese's Puffs is an all-time GOAT as well. All right, y'all. It's time. We've got 20 seconds left until we kick off our last round of the game. This one's all about cereal mascot, cereal history, a little bit of everything. Winner of this round is the serial killer. So it's kicking off in just a second, and here we go. last round of the game,
to.
and whoever gets the most points at the end of all of our rounds will be our Trivia Traveler. Let's get into it. For this one, I'm going to show you a series of mascots. I want you to tell me which one is Diggum. All right, so which of these cereal mascots is named Diggum? Is it the bee, the frog, the bunny, or the toucan? So once again, which of these cereal mascots is named Diggum? Is it the bee, the frog, the rabbit, or the toucan? All right, y'all, you got 10 seconds to tell me which one of those is Diggum.
I'm afraid we need to use math.
All right, your answers are in. Let's see what you went with. All right, we had 8 for the frog with 1 for the rabbit. Your correct answer, that is Diggum the frog. Diggum, the mascot for Honey Smacks, another underrated cereal. I do like Honey Smacks from time to time. All right, y'all, let's get into our next question about cereal. Question number 2. Which of these was not an original Lucky Charms marshmallow shape when first introduced in 1964? So which one of these was not one of the original marshmallows in Lucky Charms? Is it the Blue Diamonds, the Green Clovers, the Pink Hearts, or the Yellow Moons? Once again, which of these was not an original Lucky Charms marshmallow shape when it was first introduced in 64? Blue Diamonds, Green Clovers, Pink Hearts, or Yellow Moons?
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
I'm just of the generation where I knew the song that you'd remember them as they were adding the new marshmallows, so I kind of forget which ones were the original ones. Now, let's see. We had 2 answers for the Blue Diamonds, 3 for the Pink Hearts, and 4 for the Yellow Moons. Your correct answer was the Blue Diamonds. Yes, the Blue Diamonds.
No way.
Heart, stars, and horseshoes, clovers, and blue balloons. See, that's the part where I always forget. But yeah, so the Blue Diamonds, I do remember those being introduced, I believe, in my lifetime. All right, here comes our next question. Question number 3. Now, Tony the Tiger wasn't always going to be the mascot for Frosted Flakes. He had to beat out some other mascots to get the job. So which one of these was not a Tony the Tiger alternate, one they almost went with? So once again, which of these mascots was not one of the contenders that was bested by Tony the Tiger for Frosted Flakes' mascot in 1952?
Janet Reno.
Was it Elmo the Elephant, Katie the Kangaroo, Jane the Jaguar, or Newt the Gnu? So once again, all of these were contenders to try to be the mascot for Frosted Flakes, except for one of them. Which one was not a contender to Tony? Was it Elmo the Elephant, Katie the Kangaroo, Jane the Jaguar, or Newt the Gnu? Turbo, do you know what a GNU is?
I am very close, but I do not have the correct answer. I'm pretty sure, but
Well, not so much for the answer for this question, but do you know what a GNU is?
like a GNU.
Yeah, GNU.
No news.
GNU.
is good news.
Well, so yeah, so that's what you say. It's like, no, what's a GNU? And I would say,
Right.
not much. What's GNU with you?
Well, I mean, also, but there's like a yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Here we go. Let's see the answers that you guys came up with. We had 1 for Elmo the Elephant, 1 for Katie the Kangaroo, 4 for Jane the Jaguar, and 3 for Newt the GNU. Your correct answer was Jane the Jaguar. Jane the Jaguar was not one of the ones. Now, I really want to live in the alternate universe where Newt the GNU is the mascot for Frosted Flakes.
No way I'm buying cereal from that guy. No way at all.
I'm just gonna say it. Nobody wants to buy cereal for somebody named Newt, let alone a GNU
He's
named
confused.
Newt.
It's 2 different animals.
Right? That's a great point. All right, y'all. Question number 4 coming your way. What is Captain Crunch's first name? Yeah. Did you know that he had a first name? I didn't.
What?
Yeah.
Captain isn't his first
Is
name?
it Christopher, Ferdinand, Francis, or Horatio? Once again, what is Captain Crunch's first name? Christopher, Ferdinand,
The fingers you have
Francis,
used to dial
or
are too
Horatio?
fat.
That's
Oh,
from Suburban Rain over here.
Da-
fat
Darren-
fingering.
did you know it, Darren? And then you just went too hard. Not sure what happened. It's
Yeah,
all good. Yeah,
I'm living vicariously through his incorrectness.
very good, very good. Let's see what happened with this answer. Now this is a very big split. We had 3 for Christopher, 1 for Ferdinand, 2 for Francis, and 2 for Horatio. His name is Horatio
Yeah, that's
Crunch.
right, baby.
That's right. So yeah, Ricardo, you feel good so far about the category you suggested, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I do.
sir.
I like them.
All right,
I
let's.
also like cereal.
I do like cereal. Let's see what happens after question number 5. Now, for this one, we're talking about law. In 1944, a U.S. Court of Appeals ruled that the cereal name blank could not be trademarked. So, which one of these names could not be trademarked after this court case? Was it Cornflakes, Mini Wheats, Rice Krispies, or Raisin Bran? Once again, in 1944, a U.S. Court of Appeals ruled that the cereal name blank could not be trademarked. Was it Cornflakes, Mini Wheats, Rice Krispies, or Raisin Bran? You got a few seconds, yeah.
Pretty good.
I switched which hands I was holding the microphone in, and I totally
America.
tried to take a drink out of the microphone
Yes, you
and
did.
speak into my beer. So yeah, that happens.
Do
No,
it again.
it might happen again if I switch hands.
Give
All
us
right,
what we
let's
want.
see what you guys did. All right, we had 5 answers for cornflakes. We had 2 for mini wheats and 1 for raisin bran. This one was a stumper because the correct answer was raisin bran. Yes, raisin bran. That has more to do with it.
Personally, I
Darren
think we
getting
got
that
both
one.
on that
I was about to go check the rankings to see who got it, but Darren
Darn it.
pumping the fist was like, no, we know who got that
Wow.
one.
And I was looking at him like he was the fool. I literally was making jokes about it. I'm not even kidding. I was literally joking to him about the fact that he answered it incorrectly. And here we are,
So-
living in Schadenfreude 3D.
I
Right here
believe
with
I
Darren.
believe this
Fine.
has to do with the fact that raisin bran is kind of a flavor, whereas the other ones were things that were like specific about the way that they're making them. Let me see. I think I have a fun fact here.
I feel like Raisin Bran is the
Yeah.
color of a new Tesla.
The court ruled that Raisin Bran, a name which is merely descriptive of the ingredients, cannot be trademarked. Currently, 3 of the main cereal companies, Kellogg's, General Mills, and Post, all have cereals with Raisin Bran in their names. So yeah, fun fact for you. All right, now let's see our standings after those first 5 questions. Now, Real John doing really well with 332 points. This is, you can already tell, a trickier round for
It's called
most.
karma.
Yes,
Anna.
it is a hard round because I did give you some hard cereal questions. So in second, we got J-Dog Jason with 248. We do have Darren and Suburban Rain catching up with 208 points with the strength of that last question. Churbo in fourth. So this is going to be a competitive. Excuse me.
That was way harsh.
It was really harsh, Ty. This is going to be a competitive round, but it's okay because it's just going to be as hard for everyone as we found out through 5 questions. Let's do 5 more. Question number 6 coming your way. Now, this is a character's name. Cinnamon is one of the mascots for what cereal? Is that Apple Jacks, Cinnamon Chex, Cinnamon Sugar Krispies, or Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Once again, Cinnamon is the mascots for blank cereal. Is that Apple Jacks, Cinnamon Chex, Cinnamon Sugar Krispies, or Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
40% of all people know that.
All right, let's see the answers you guys came up with. We had 4 for Apple Jacks, 2 for Cinnamon Chex, and 2 for Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Your correct answer, Cinnamon, is the Winamon, and he's a mascot for Apple Jacks. Applejack,
No way.
Applejack, Apple Jacks, the answer to 2 different questions tonight.
Of course, he's working for the white man.
Yeah. He's always trying to stop the apple flavor for getting to Apple Jacks, I think. I don't really remember what happens in those commercials. All right, question number 7 coming your way. For this one, it's a history question. Which of these cereals accompanied astronauts to the moon aboard the Apollo 11 mission? Was it Cheerios, Frosted Flakes, Rice Krispies, or Special K? Once again, which of these cereals accompanied astronauts to the moon aboard the Apollo 11 mission? Was it Cheerios, Frosted Flakes, Rice Krispies, or Special K? All right, 10 more seconds.
See, it's a trick question because you're assuming they actually went to the moon.
Yes, this is on the contingent that you do believe that we landed on the moon. If you know the real... No, I'm just kidding. I believe the moon landing happened, but, I won't hold it against you. All right, here we go. Your answers. We had 75% of the answers for Cheerios, 1 answer apiece for Frosted Flakes and Rice Krispies. Your correct answer this round continues to be a tough one. It's Frosted Flakes. Yes, Frosted Flakes were on the Apollo 11 mission. All right, here we go. Question number 8. What cereal featured the first ever prize? A funny Jungle Land moving pictures book. Yeah, this is the first prize that you found in a cereal box. Was it Corn Flakes, Cream of Wheat, Fruit Loops, or Shredded Wheat? So what box did you have to open to find the funny Jungle Land moving pictures book for the first ever prize? Was it Corn Flakes, Cream of Wheat, Fruit Loops, or Shredded Wheat? 10 more seconds.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is like
idea.
this is like a lot of like, oh, you're gonna learn some cereal history today. All right, answers in. Let's find out what you went with. Oh my God, I don't think we've ever had a direct
This
even tie.
has to be.
I'm pretty sure we have.
I mean, we've had an even.
We've had
before,
close, but this hilariously
this is
just
hilariously
literally 2
even.
for each answer.
It's pretty even.
You had COVID?
Exactly 2 of you are getting this right. Let's see our correct answer. It was cornflakes. Yes, that was found in a box of cornflakes. All right, we got 2 more to go. Let's see. Question number 9. What pop group starred in a series of TV commercials for Alphabet cereal in 1973? Was it the Jackson 5, the Monkees, the Osmonds, or the Partridge Family? So once again, what pop group starred in a series of TV commercials for Alphabet cereal in 1973? The Jackson 5, the Monkees, the Osmonds, or the Partridge Family? All right, answers in. Let's see what you put down. All right, we had 5 answers for the Jackson 5, fittingly enough, and 3 for the Monkees. Your correct answer was They Want You Back. It's the Jackson 5. Yes, the Jackson 5. All right, now we have 1 question left. After that question, we're going to declare our serial killer for this round and our trivia traveler for the evening.
Smart.
All right, 1 last question for this round. Which of these is not one of the 4 monster cereals reissued by General Mills in October of 2022? Is it Blueberry, Count Chocula, Fruit Brute, or Fruity Yummy Mummy? Once again, which of these is not one of the 4 monster cereals reissued by General Mills in October of 2022? Is it Blueberry, Count Chocula, Fruit Brute, or Fruity Yummy Mummy? Just 5 seconds left to answer. Tell me which one of those monsters it's not.
Fentanyl.
All right, answers in. Let's see. We had 2 for Blueberry. We had 5 for Fruit Brute, and we had 1 for Fruity Yummy Mummy. This question continues to be difficult. It's Fruity Yummy Mummy.
Isn't
Yes.
that the slogan for North County?
No way.
I don't know. Darren, was that
Yeah,
you?
it
One
looks
more
like
time.
Sir
All right.
Rain's gonna win the whole thing.
Well,
Here,
let's
I
see.
can predict.
It depends on how he did with the other ones too, right? Because maybe he wasn't part of that 2 that got the cornflakes one. Yeah, let's see. All right, so this was a very, very tough round of trivia. So we're gonna declare our top 3 And our top
14%
one
of all
is
people
going to
know
be
that.
our serial killer. Let's find out who our top 3 are. And with 380 points in third place, it's Sir Burbane Rain. Darren, you're on third place.
Personally, I think we got
In
hosed on that
second,
call.
with 406, it's J-Dog. And in first place, Real John. Real John making up all those points and getting first place that round. I think that is going to tell us who is going to be on top at the end of this game. Real John, you are a serial killer. And without further ado, let's declare our top 3 and our winner for tonight's game for our Trivia Traveler.
Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
All right. Hey, way to go in third place overall with 2,735 points is Stephanie Stefanocha. In second, Turbo, you were able to get those points and get 2,980.
I'm trying.
Yeah, but in first place, it was Real John with 3,406 points. Way to go, Real John. I do believe Real John might be our first person to be a Trivia Traveler 3 separate times.
Can we be
I
sure
think
he's real?
he is real. He is famously, if you play trivia with us at Bottle Rocket, of Cal Worthington.
Go see Cal!
Yeah, Cal Worthington and his dog spot. Go see Cal. Yeah, they play with us. And so, yeah, thank you so much, John, for playing with us. Way to go. You're our Trivia Traveler. Way to go for everybody who played with us, getting those points. Steph, that was, I believe,
There's so money and you don't even
Steph,
know.
your best game so far, right? Yeah, that was a fantastic game for you. 2,735 points. Really picking up a lot of those points in that game. Oh, yeah. Wally Pinkerton playing with us. So thank you, Wally, for playing as well. Giving a shout out to his dad for winning that game. Steph, yeah, in third place and kicking butt. Our best game for you so far. And yeah, just congratulations to everybody who got points tonight. It was a good time. Darren, actually, yeah, you were just right there in fourth place with 2,446. J-Dog with 2,337. Yeah, of course, John, thank you for playing with us. I always have a good time doing this, and we are going to be doing this again next
Hey, Danny.
Tuesday night. What's up, Jeff?
How do you do it every week? Bring us this kind of entertainment. How do we do it? Guys, everyone, give it in the chat. Everybody, give it up for Danny right now.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, they're making a lot. The mic doesn't pick all of it up, but thank you. I appreciate everybody.
Yeah.
It's-
He's always the modest one, but
I-
here's the thing. He gives me so much credit behind the decks, but man, it's this guy that comes up with it.
You know,
So,
I just
folks,
enjoy reading you guys' questions.
love you.
It's fun.
Beautiful. We
Oh,
love
thank
you to
you.
death.
Thank you. You know, I love learning stuff, and I think the funnest way to learn things is just asking random questions.
There's so
Now
many,
we
you
all
don't even
know
know.
that there were cornflakes on the Apollo missions, and that's pretty cool. So, right? Yeah. If you didn't immediately forget, now remember, cornflakes were on the Apollo missions. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for us tonight. You guys know me. My name's Danny. Make sure you follow me at Duck Money Productions on Instagram. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, following the channels, and we will see you next time. As I sign off, I always like to remind you that Wondle plus Wondle equals Toodles. Until next time.